Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports. The stage is set, the fans are buzzing, and two teams ready to go. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Go.
And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. Here's Citron. Here's Iriofan. Wilson grabs the board. Here's Beckers. Nice move. And she's good on the way-in.
Well, with her great touch in the paint, Beckers is very good at finishing.
Pass to Dolson. They set the pick. Clock at 6. Here's Citron. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Yeah, racing the clock there. But she made the right choice and waited for her moment.
Here's Beckers. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
2 physical points from Beckers, not backing down at all. Paige is so fiery.
And it's Washington's ball. Washington with the ball. Pass to Iriofan. Sweet move. And she lays it up and in.
Well, that's great use of her body and her instincts to get in position and convert inside.
Now, here's Mitchell. Here's Beckers. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
Well, listen, when you face Beckers, you cannot let her knock down triples. That has to be the first thing you stop.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And Seattle making a change here. Washington with the ball. It's a 3-point game. To the left side wing. Here's Iriofan. Mabry grabs the rebound. Here's Griner. It's good.
If you let me draft one player, maybe ever, to get it inside to, it might just be Brittany Griner.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Engstler. And another miss by Washington. Seattle leading by 5. Takes the 3. And another 3 for Seattle.
Well, look, you improve your ability to make shots when you step into them with confidence. She just showed that.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough deep.
Hands it from downtown. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Seattle leading by 5. Here's Beckers. The rebound by Citron. Engstler. Here's Gray. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Showing off the deep ball there. Shots like this really help her confidence.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, out to the right wing. Here's Harry-Offen. Reiner pulls it in. Here's Gray. And another three for Seattle.
Listen, she's going to open up a lot of the floor for herself when she's hitting those threes. It's about more than the points there.
There's a minute left to play in the first. No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. Here's Gray. Over to the wing. Here's Beckers. And another three for Seattle.
Got to get up close to her if you're a defender. She's a player who can hurt you from deep.
Count that one. Here's Beckers. 35 seconds left in the first. Gray, that's good.
Well, she is just dominating this one. Every time she catches the ball, she's looking to score.
Pass to Harry-Offen. To the wing right side. Outside, Sheldon. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. Seattle grabs the miss. Here's Gray. And that would have counted, but it His shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Seattle with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Seattle.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
Here's Scott, and the layup's good off the glass.
Good work inside there. She's showing how effective she can be in the paint.
Seattle leading by 15. Into the lane. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And so it's Washington with it. Pass to Austin. Fades back. Bank shot. No good. Here's Fagbenley. From past the arc. Gray's shot is off. Washington trails by 17. So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
Started.
Now Sheldon. Nice ball movement by Washington. There's the triple. Drills the three-pointer.
Off the catch, she's right in rhythm. Great possession.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Outside Wilson. Pass to Mabry. Lets it go with the three. Washington with the rebound. Inside, here's Austin. Nails the baby hook.
Well, I like her being aggressive even in close because she knows she has what it takes to capitalize.
Pass to Gray. Launches a three. Seattle missing again. Washington trails by 12. Engstler. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Austin. Washington with the ball. Sutton passes to Austin. To the left wing, Engstler. Seattle leading by 12. Here's Wilson. Lays it up and banks it in.
It can get congested in there, but she finds a way.
1:58 left in the second quarter. Out to the wing. 17-foot shot on the way. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Here's Sutton. And again, Washington no good. Mitchell looking it over. Pass to Fagbenley. Back to Brown. Here's Fagbenley. For three, Mitchell. Irioffin pulls it in. 1:11 left to play in the first half. To the inside. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Seattle leading by 14. On the wing, Mitchell. Connects from three-point range.
You know Mitchell loves the three. Remember, she's led the league in attempts from the arc before.
Engstler trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Beckers. The three, and again, Seattle with the triple.
Well, she can hurt you from deep when you give her a chance, and the defense just learned the hard way.
And Seattle making a change here. Washington with the ball. Citron. And again, Washington no good. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. It's deflected. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. On the inbound, and it's Seattle with another.
Great focus from Mitchell on offense, finding herself a mid-range shot.
To the paint, here's Iriofan, and good that time.
Great look, and the important part, she finished down low.
Mitchell with it. Missed inside. And so it's Seattle, closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more in store for you right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Seattle leading by 20. Here's Beckers. Dolson pulls it in. So it's Washington now. There's the pick. Up and in on the layup.
Well, she was determined to lose that defender. Nice work off the pick.
And guys, they look to set it up in the half court.
Well, that's when you got to rely more on your defense and try to get out in the open floor. Oftentimes, you can develop your rhythm offensively when you get easy baskets.
Washington trails by 21. Pass to Dolson. Nice ball movement by Washington. Shot clock at 6. For 3. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Mabry. Latre. And it's Beckers missing. Here's Washington now. Shot from the wing. Reiner pulls it in. Seattle leading by 21. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Mabry. Shoots the 3.
That was just excellent defense by her. She really took the shooter out of rhythm.
There's the drive. Out to the right wing. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Engstler. And another miss by Washington. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Attacking the heart of that defense. She was in point-blank range.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And another miss by Washington. Seattle leading by 23. Mitchell outside. Shoots it up. Dolson pulls it in. So it's Washington now. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Trying to end the drought. Tries again. And that's 2 points for her on the layup.
And these are high-value shots inside. She's going to make that more often than not.
Often pulls it in. Washington trails by 21. Pass to Citron. Engstler. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Mitchell kicks to Wilson. Beyond the arc. The shot by Mabry, no good. Here's Dolson. There's the pick. Pass to Citron. Good on the three-point shot.
Look, her ability to convert in those catch-and-shoot situations is essential to this offense. It makes them that much tougher.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. .103 left in the third quarter of the game. Misses the layup. Washington trails by 18. Down low, just 5 to shoot, and the basket by Austin.
She knew exactly where she was in relation to the rim. Goes up and gets it done in the paint.
Pass to Wilson. For 3, Mitchell cranes it from beyond the arc. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Sheldon. Pass to Austin. With 2 seconds left. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Seattle, taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Now, here's Clark. Puts up a 3. Ty Bentley with the rebound. Seattle leading by 19. Pass to Becker. Here's Gray, and another 3 for Seattle.
And right now, she has the hot hand. If they're smart, they'll keep getting her the rock.
And there's the drive. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Brown right side. Here's Becker. The putback. Irioffin pulls it in. Clark left side. Melbourne. And again, Washington no good. Seattle with the ball. Here's Beckers. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
I think she enjoyed challenging the defense there, showing them she was unstoppable inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Washington calls timeout. Here's Sheldon. Knocks it loose. Pass to Brown. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Here's Gray. And the shot goes down.
And she's cooking with grease. You love seeing players like her command the ball and take over like this.
To the wing on the left. Outside, Sheldon. Now Clark. To the paint, to the right side. 5 on the clock. Pass to Sheldon. Melbourne. No good again that time. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Here's Washington. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, she keeps the defense honest there by spacing the floor. Threes are big for this offense.
Here's Beckers. Count that bucket.
Now that's impressive. When Beckers is hitting the floater, there's nothing the D can do.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. With the drive. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Citron. And another miss by Washington. Pass to Gray. The three. Washington with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Citron. Here's Irioffin. For the three. Right wing. Here's Citron. From downtown. And again, Washington no good. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
She's doing whatever she wants on offense. Whatever the D is trying, it ain't working.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Citron. It's stolen. Pass to Gray. Outside, Martin. Three-pointer. The rebound by Citron. And so it's Washington with it. 59 seconds left in the game. Comes up empty down low. Seattle calls timeout. 59 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Well, we have a chance now, a recap of one of the standout performances of our game, earning our player of the game. And here's Seattle. They're on an 11-3 run. Fires from deep. Gray, that's good.
And right there, she shows her touch from long distance. She's got a nice shot.
Knocked loose and pushing it up. Here's Seattle. Plum, that's good. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Iriofin. Over to the left wing. Engstler sinks the three-pointer.
Well, you see more and more of this in today's game. Great job by her kicking it out there.
Here's Seattle. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Gray. And another three for Seattle. Washington with the ball. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. He tries for three. Iriofin. No dice on the putback jam. And here's Martin. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this one on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Durant is out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Mourning. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Edwards in at the 2. And for the Knicks, Ewing is out there with Reed. Then it's King. Then there's Frazier. And it's Guerin in at shooting guard.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Seattle. Reed against Durant. Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Well, year after year, Clark, we continue to see Anthony Edwards increase his scoring.
Yeah, and I like the fact that his efficiency has gone up as well, Kevin. That's a nice combination. Scoring going up and efficiency improving, and that's a problem for sure for the rest of the league.
And it's Seattle with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. And the basket by Edwards.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Pass to Reed. Now here's King. Now Ewing. He's guarded by Mourning. And Mourning sends it back.
Stifling the offense in close. I love how he got right into their...
Oh!
Oh, man. Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Frazier against Irving. New York moving it around. King, the pass to Ewing. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Outside Edwards. Right side Durant. Over Reed. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Edwards.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Guerin. From the wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Guerin's got his second basket.
Can't be indecisive on those quick jumpers. Let it fly.
On its way from Irving for 2. And it's Seattle with another. And it's the Knicks with the ball. They trail by 6. King against Williamson. Pass to Ewing. Here is Frazier. 6 to shoot. Here's Guerin. No good from outside.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Connects from three-point range. Edwards got 9 points.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Seattle. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Williamson. Irving with the steal. To the middle. Wants to get it to Edwards and does.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Shot is good off the back rim and in. And it's 13 points for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Reed with it. Scoreless thus far. Shot to stop the run. And Ewing with the nice inside bucket.
You know, with his size, skills, mobility and touch. Patrick Ewing is the perfect option near the basket.
Irving kicks to SGA. Over in the corner, Edwards. And that comes off the assist by SGA. 16 points for him.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Seattle.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
Say this about Richardson. He is a fearless player. There isn't an opponent who doesn't think he can dominate or a situation he can't take charge of. There is no back down in Michael Ray.
Now, here is Irving. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last. There's 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. Second shot opportunity. Stoudemire grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Richardson the pass to Stoudemire. Here's Guerin. No good with the triple. Seattle leading by 12. Here's Edwards. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And Mourning's just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
Cracks in the tray. Here's Irving. Gets it off. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Seattle. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Right back after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
DeBusschere is out there with Stoudemire. Then there's Richardson, and it's Houston at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now, here's Thomas. The 3 ball. Good on the triple. Thomas got himself on the board with 3 there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Houston shot's good.
The D has to know Houston is looking for revenge in these moments. Nice triple there.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williamson. And it's SGA missing. New York trails by 8. Here's Houston. And again, New York with the triple.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Frazier, he's checked in for the Knicks. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Seattle. Seattle leading by 5. Thomas dishes to Williamson. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Durant just inside the line. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Basket counts. Thomas got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, I like seeing Thomas attack the lane. I mean, he's a superb penetrator and finds a lot of ways to score at the rim.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Frazier, and the Knicks good for 2. And here's SGA, still scoreless. Here's Williamson, and finished off by Williamson.
Oh, a spectacular dunk. I can watch that one all over again.
And so it's New York with it. 9-point game. Frazier kicks to DeBusschere. Pass to Houston. Puts up a three. Seattle grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 14 points. Hard to find a more versatile forward, Clark, in this league than Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, and it's been so much fun to see how far his game has come in his decade plus. I mean, he was part of that Toronto Raptors championship team, an up-and-coming young force then, and now he's really refined his game. He's a go-to player. His hustle and defensive gifts are really what stood out early, and he continues to do that well. He's just a terrific top-line player in the NBA.
For three, Durant gets it to go from beyond the arc. KD's got 7 points.
And off-the-chart potential for Kevin Durant, especially if he can hit that consistently.
New York trails by 10. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Some changes for Seattle. Towns comes in for Williamson. And it's Edwards in for Gilgeous-Alexander. .157 left in the first half. Starks. He trains the quick shot. There's 1:47 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Starks.
Already growing a reputation as one of the game's most notorious trash talkers, Edwards is just having fun out there.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skills.
And so he hits both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
A nice shot by Ewing.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Over to the wing. Siakam inside the three-point line. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
The moment that pass was on its way towards Siakam, he knew he was going to shoot it. I love that confidence.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. .110 left in the first half of basketball. Here he goes. And the dunk by Reed.
Hit that open man. Good shot to great shot.
Seattle leading by 8. Thomas passes to Towns. For three, Siakam. It's hauled in by Frazier. Ewing dishes to Frazier. Pass to Guerin. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Guerin's got 7.
Displaying the range, forcing that defense to extend itself.
It's Edwards on the wing. Edwards with confidence.
Didn't take Edwards long to get those 3 points back. Right back at you.
There's 31 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Guerin. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Durant for 3. And again, Seattle with the triple.
I think Thomas understands that better ball distribution is going to take him to the next level.
For New York, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And Frazier's playing philosophy was established back in high school. Aggressive defense and hitting an open man is more productive than taking the wild shot. And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Thomas, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Seattle ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Anthony Edwards out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant. Then there's Williamson. And it's Mourning in at the 5, roaming the paint. New York trails by 7. Frazier the pass to Ewing. Here's Guerin. Good, and it's Ewing with the assist that time. Guerin's got 9.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half. Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
New York with the ball. And the dunk by Reed.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Irving attacking, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got his second bucket.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Pass to Guerin. King outside. And that one is hammered home.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And Irving is one of the most gifted players we've ever seen. I mean, who still continues to play at a high level.
Seattle shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. Just seems like that ball is part of it.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Guerin, good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Frazier's got his 7th assist in the game.
Kept his eyes up the floor, and it pays off.
Seattle leading by 7. Irving kicks to Durant. This one for 3. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And New York making a change here. Richardson's checked in, and Seattle also making a change. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Kevin Durant. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Thomas checked in for Irving. And the Knicks with possession here. They trail by 7. Here's Guerin, 11 points in the game. Here's the 3. Lonzo Mourning grabs the miss. Oh, Edwards!
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Richardson. 5 points in the game. Ewing sets a screen for Richardson. His 3-pointers off the mark. Seattle leading by 9. Edwards at full speed. That one goes in.
Edwards is so physically developed already. Just brushes off the contact there. Really strong drive by Edwards.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. New York trails by 11 and stolen by Thomas. Williamson right side. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. 8 points for Zion Williamson.
As you expect, Zion getting forceful and dominant inside.
Pass to Guerin. King outside. It's Ewing high post. Mourning's there. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Guerin. That's short off the rim. Seattle leading by 13. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Guerin, no good. And here's Seattle. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And a fast break now for New York. Here's King. Off the left rim and out. Edwards looking it over. Fires the 3. Guerin grabs the miss. Richardson gets a wide open look. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Richardson's got 7.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
Here's Mourning. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Seattle leads by 13. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Richardson, Stoudemire out there with Ewing. Then there's Frazier, and it's DeBusschere in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now. New York trails by 15. In the corner, it's Richardson. Good, great play set up by Frazier. Frazier's got his 8th assist in the game.
Oh, I tell you what, when Richardson is making these shots, it really opens up the floor.
Irving passes to Siakam. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Ewing left side. Noah with the block.
It takes defense so seriously. Noah's showing he can be a pest out there.
Irving misses.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Thomas checked in for Seattle. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And stolen by Siakam. Pass to Durant. Over Houston. Offline from the top of the key.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Durant finds Siakam. Back to Durant. Pass to Thomas. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by DeBusschere. New York trails by 15. Now here's Frazier. Thomas covering. Takes a shot at the elbow. A nice shot by Frazier.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
That one misses.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
A huge two-handed slam.
It's Ewing again. There's no stopping the dominant center.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Several teams changing it up here. Seattle leading by 11. Williamson takes it inside. Yep, that goes down.
All that muscle helping Williamson on these takes. He is just so difficult to stop.
And it's Frazier with the ball for New York. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Good work there as it goes down.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Now Edwards. Williamson outside. Durant up top for 3. Not that time. It won't go. New York trails by 11. Missed on the 3. Guerin's gotten 5 shots in 13 tries. Here's Durant. if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Now Irving puts up the three, knocks down the three.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
The Knicks call time. Frazier outside. And that's in there.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Williamson. Count it.
That's just all Zion. Once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
New York trails by 14. Ewing left side. The 9-foot shot. Williamson there for the rebound. Now Durant.
And Durant already such a tough cover. And because of that versatility, and guys, he's only going to get better.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And there's just so many things Durant does well. If they all fire together, he could be a special player in this league.
He hits the second from the line. 15-point game. He takes it in. Ewing inside. Morning's there. Can't get it to go. And it's Seattle with the ball. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Now Durant from outside. Not gonna go. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Irving. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Durant, three, good.
And every year, Williamson seems to take another leap as a distributor. Great pass on that one.
So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. So Kevin Harlan for Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K. And now we present the player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
game.